In a classroom setting, it's very formal. You ask your questions, you learn your material. You don't really get a chance to know a professor personally. They might not know your name. You probably might not know their name, not at least their first name. And so getting to sit down with them like on an individual level with a small setting of 15, 20 of you and one professor, they get to talk to you about your life. Like, you don't have to worry about getting to know all of your school stuff. You can get to know them, their family, where they're from. They can ask you the same questions, and it's definitely way different.
Well, I think most faculty are wanting to give back. They're wanting to help people learn and develop in both ways related to class content, but also other ways as well. So I think it's a genuine, desire to help other people develop.
I had Dr. Ricardo for my Chemistry 123 class a couple springs ago, and she had mentioned in class offhand that she had come into residence halls before and had given presentations, and I just took her up on that offer. I've been going to office hours to get some help on some chemistry, and at the end of one of those sessions, I asked her informally and then followed up in an email, and a couple of emails later we picked a date and set a location, and that was that.
I had one instance not too long ago of an RA contacting me, and she just started the email with, "Hey, I heard you do these programs, could you come and do one in my hall?" But that was the extent of the email, and I really had no idea what exactly she was looking for, and it kind of read as though she was just looking for a faculty to come in. So in that instance, that was probably a negative experience, just because when you come into the halls, you want to feel like you're being brought in because you have something that you can add, not just physically you're a person coming there to check a box.
I most prefer email. Just for me, that's easy to keep track. And then after we've had our conversation back and forth on emails, I can go back and check and make sure that I've got all my details. Where it's going to be, whether it's going to be in that specific dorm or if it's going to be in a neighboring dorm or something like that. The best door to come into, how to contact somebody to get into the building. And even if there's a parking lot close by or parking nearby.
First of all, the worst they could say is no. Actually, I could say, don't ever bother me again. Your existence is, useless. But they're not going to say that. Ask them, talk with them. My guess would be, they might say they don't have time, but probably what they're going to say is, I'd be happy to help. And they're regular people, okay? So we eat, we shop for groceries, we take garbage out, we do all the things that normal people do. So go ahead, don't be intimidated, ask them. And I would tell you also, talk to faculty, understand what their interests are, their research interests and things like that, and then approach them. Feel free to approach them. That's why we're here. It's not just to teach.
Honestly, I used to never go to office hours. I never went and talked to any of my professors, and I just never needed to. I think it really humanized professors to me, because they're not just people who lecture you. And actually, I was yeah, I go and I check my cell phone and I sit in the front row, and Dr. Berg was just that's not good. and so I guess it made professors more approachable, and after that I really approach a lot more professors.
You want to be able to focus and find what you really like, what you really want to do. That's what we're here for, and it's been great for me so far. I have no regrets in that field.
Yeah, and being a first-year student here, I haven't quite gotten my feet wet in the research side of this yet, but having the Pizza Professor events here and having professors come out with the fields that I'm interested in, it's really piqued my interest in wanting to pursue a research topic or some type of study with or mentorship with a professor. So I think that going back to what this whole thing's about, having faculty present here, it will really help students kind of find out what they want to do and pursue it. So I feel like the first step is getting the faculty involved with the students here at the residence halls.
Definitely don't be intimidated. Another bit of advice would be to keep on top of things. Like, you have to be taking initiative to email the professors or faculty members, because they will get flooded with emails, and you think you get a lot of emails, but trust me, they probably get 3 times as many. And you need to be on top of it, try to go to their office hours, find out when those are, and set up that concrete date, concrete time, and keep up the meetings, and then make sure everything is clear and guaranteed, because otherwise if they don't show up, then it's on you, not the professor. So.